Okay. I think everything's up and running. But woo! Had a good week with the numbers on the channel. Good week. We hit 600 subs, and not only did we do that, we kept going. Not only did we hit 600, we're up to 613 now. Big numbers, big numbers. So this is a thank you to everyone who has subscribed, who has watched, who has disliked, liked, whatever it may be. This channel, I would like to thank everyone because it really does mean a lot to me. I've had fun with it over the years that I've done it. And, we're doing some fun stuff right now. Yesterday, we had a Clone Wars reaction. People were watching it. People seemed to enjoy it. So I'm happy. I have a lot of fun with those videos because, talk about the news a lot. It's kind of fun just to lay back and talk about something fun, So it's a good time. I love doing it. It was really fun. I'm going to continue to do it for the rest of the episodes this season and maybe some more stuff in the future, but I like reacting to stuff, especially stuff I enjoy. Thank you, Luke. Means a lot. I'm glad you enjoyed the reaction. So, yeah, thank you to everyone who has been watching those, who's been watching whatever it may be, my news videos, my random uploads. Like, let me go through my uploads here. Modern Family, Jimmy Johnson Day, anything like that. It's fun. We have a good time here. We try to have as much fun as possible. But yeah, thanks. Thanks, everyone. Now, whatever we will discuss during this hour or so, we will discuss. So hit me up with questions, and we will try to have some fun. What does this do? Hold on. I found some buttons in this thing. I'm not the greatest with technology. I'm still trying to figure this out. What is a Hopefully this doesn't do anything. Oh, whoa. Nope, that's not what I wanted. All right. So basically what I'm trying to do, trying to figure out how to. All right. Well, anyways, what should I talk about? Throw something out there. I'm up for whatever it may be. Whatever of topic of conversation we're going to do, I'm up for it. When Order 66 comes, what Jedi do you want to see? I would like to see some stuff we didn't see in the movie. So, like in the Revenge of the Sith, we saw Aayla Secura, Plo Koon, Mundi. Those are some guys that we've seen, so I would not want to see a repeat of those. I would like to see what happened inside the temple. Maybe, everyone says they want to see the younglings, but that's a little dark. Like, even for me, like I'm like a movie or something with dark stuffs. It's a movie or whatnot, but that's a little dark. So not that, but maybe Anakin fighting some of the masters and stuff. Seeing him lightsaber duel like what we saw in the movie on the screen, or And then also, I would like to see more of Yoda's escape on Kashyyyk, if that's possible. I think we're going to get Ahsoka's escape from, what's it called? Mandalore. But yeah, I think the temple. Thank you, Timmy Hill Fan 66. It's been great knowing you. Means a lot. We've had some fun on here talking about Timmy and other Hendrick cars, but thank you. But then also back to that thing. So who would I like to see? I gotta think this through. So Yoda escaping would be cool, but I feel like it'd be so off topic they wouldn't do it. Obi-Wan, maybe. Like, what does he do after he gets shot in Utapau or whatever? I think that'd be an interesting thing to see how he escapes the planet. We know he eventually gets to Grievous's ship, but how does he get there? I don't know. And then I don't know. We saw in the last episode at the very beginning on the hologram, we saw Kanan from Rebels. That'd be interesting to see him, but I just feel like so many things like that you want to see. I feel like it's going to be irrelevant and just throw things off, and I don't want them to do that. So, but I don't want to spoil it because I've seen what the descriptions are for the final 2 episodes, and it does have to do with Order 66, but I think it'll be interesting. I would be interested to see if, the Republic troops are going to turn on Ahsoka, obviously, except for Rex. I'm interested to see if she teams up with Maul for a minute to try to escape the planet, since they now have a common enemy. That would be ironic. I wonder if they're going to show anything from Revenge of the Sith. Like the battle over Coruscant or Mustafar or anything like that. I don't know, but who knows? So yeah, that's the answer to that. I kind of got distracted there, but dude, if we get like a more intense Mustafar, like Anakin, like in Wat Tambor, him killing Wat Tambor, I've heard that that's really dark. Like that he starts like making jokes as he chops the dude's limbs off. So that's going to be dark. That's going to be interesting if they do decide to do that. But here's the thing I'm scared of. I'm scared that they're going to do, they kind of already did this, what they did with Star Wars Rebels. And here's one of my problems with Rebels is that they're too light. Like, I understand kids are watching this, but you got to make your decision. Is this a kid's show or is this a show that kids can also watch? Like, there is a major difference there. And I personally think that they could not make up their minds on Rebels when they did that. And they might be doing that in the Clone Wars. And that's because Disney, you got the Disney Channel, you got the Disney, what's the secondary Disney Channel? Disney Channel 2. And, those are strict kids shows. And if you're showing stuff on there, you can't show a stormtrooper getting sliced in half. You can't show a Mandalorian getting sliced in half. And that's why we saw on this most recent episode, we saw Ahsoka. Normally, it would have been slice them up and everything's over, just kill them. But instead, she sliced their guns and then pushed them. That's kind of Disney, and I'm scared that they're going to go too far into that. I just want some good stuff. I want them to make up their mind. Like, come on, just do what you normally do, unless Disney's restricting them. Thank you, Chase fan number 9. Thank you. Amari Stoudemire coming out of retirement for the Indy 500? No, that is not true. He's coming out of retirement to play in the Masters in November. Wrong sport. Amari Stoudemire is a tennis player. He is going to play the Masters tournament. So there's your answer. Amari is a tennis player who's going to play in the Masters. Woo! Man. We are almost to May. That's crazy. It's already been 4 months this year. Who would have guessed? It's been a crazy year. 2020 has been a crazy year. First couple days, there was something. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I don't like to get into politics. It's just politics are a mess. But there was like threats of world. People thought that World War III was going to happen like 2 days into 2020, and then in the end of January, Kobe Bryant died, which was really sad. Like it really put a perspective on life. And then we've had so much happen since then. We've had Corona, sports getting canceled because of Corona, sports getting delayed because of Corona, places getting shut down. We can't go to a movie theater. We can't get our haircut. Like, look at this. Look at this mess. It's a mess. That's why I wear hats all the time, but especially now, hats are something that is great, and I love hats. If you're new to the channel, I wear lots of hats. Like I got all types of hats all over the place. It's kind of my thing. But, it's been a crazy year. And we don't know when this is going to end. We don't know when this is going to be somewhat back to normal. So it's going to be a crazy time. Hopefully it gets better, but everyone stay safe. Stay safe. That's all I'll say on that. Thank you, Parker. Thank you for being loyal to the channel. We've seen you here a few times. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it. But yeah, thank you to everyone. Like, genuinely, thank you. Like, seriously. The only reason, like, with YouTube and stuff, if your numbers don't go up, you can't really make stuff. My numbers have been going up, which is good. And it's like, especially recently, it's been over all kinds of different things. This past month or so, I've had to make completely different content, completely new stuff. I had to come up with new ideas because I can't just go like a week without videos because that's not how I roll. I'm not I could be at the place where I do that, but I don't want to be. I want to get as much stuff out there for people to see so that people enjoy it. And so, yeah, I try to get a video at worst out every other day or something. But, I tried to do something. I got ideas. I got new ideas. You guys have given me some good ideas. So we just try to have fun here. And when I see a video with a good chunk of views, like yesterday's video, my Clone Wars reactions, they've been getting from range to probably 40 to 80 views in my few I've made of the reactions. To see yesterday's get a few hundred views, you may see a few hundred, you may think that's not a lot, but for someone like me who hasn't made a ton of Star Wars stuff, and this is only my 4th or 5th time doing a reaction video to a Clone Wars episode, that means a lot. And to see people liking the video and to see people subscribing after they see the video, that means a lot to me. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Those kind of videos, when I see people liking them and stuff and subscribing right after they see that means a lot. So thanks to everyone. And there's been a lot of people from the beginning. Some of the people in this chat right now have been here since the beginning, and thank you. Women's handball. You know what? There's some weird sports out there. And this one isn't necessarily a weird sport. You might think it is, but cornhole is fun to watch. Like, if you have not watched competitive cornhole, you need to go find it. These guys are freaking good. I love playing cornhole. It is a fun time. Cornhole is fun to watch as much as it's fun to play because they don't miss. And when they do, they will manage. If it's on the edge of the board, they'll get that thing in. They'll somehow make the most of it. It is impressive to watch. Shout out to those guys. Those cornhole guys are incredible. Cornhole is fun to watch. Dodgeball, the movie. I was watching that the other night. Hilarious movie. Dodgeball is a fun sport. They need to make that competitive. They need to make an actual dodgeball tournament that they host at the Las Vegas University Learning Annex and have a actual dodgeball tournament hosted by Pepper Brooks and Cotton McKnight and the ADAA, American Dodgeball Association of America, host the tournament. That would be the greatest thing in the history of human existence. You're back from what seems to be an eternity. An eternity. Is that sarcasm? I hope that's sarcasm because it's kind of hard to tell through text sometimes. I'm not like I'm just trying to figure it out because it's kind of hard. Oh, quarantine is long. Yes, that is true. Quarantine has been long, but I do have some good news. So what I've seen on Twitter and in the news and stuff is that the Miami mayor or the Homestead mayor, this is for all you NASCAR fans, he is open to having a race in the next month. because Florida has said, hey, sports are an essential. We're going to have sports back in Florida. So that means the Miami race has already been postponed. Like, that's fact. Like, it's been postponed. It was supposed to be in March. That's a month ago almost. So they are thinking about potentially doing that this month, maybe before Charlotte. If Charlotte gets postponed, doing it during that time. But in the next month, we could see cars back on the track at Homestead Miami Speedway. And that is good for multiple reasons. Obviously, it'll bring a little bit of normalcy back. There would be no fans at the track. No fans at the track. I don't think there's going to be fans at the track for the rest of the year potentially. But no fans at the track, but we are going to get a race in, which is going to help them with scheduling a ton, because they already have to reschedule 9-10 races already. They have to, and then obviously they would have to get people at the track. They'd have to quarantine. That's what Fauci said. He said, hey, if sports return, everyone's going to have to be quarantined in a hotel or something. So I think that if we do get it back, it'll be no fans. It'll be normal. A normal race, just with no fans in the stands. Broadcast team will be there. Media will be there. But I think that's it's what we need. I think if it's safe, then go for it. If it's not safe, don't go for it. But if it's safe, if it's possible, I say you go for it. No, dude, women's handball is so fun to watch. I've not watched women's handball. I could not give you my opinion on it. In April, no, I was, out of what I've seen, May probably. If they do it in April, because what's today? Today's the 18th. They need at least a week or so to prepare the cars, and at least 1 or 2 weeks notice, and 1 or 2 weeks notice would already be May. So I would expect if they were to announce this week that Miami's going to host a race in May, it would probably be the Martinsville week or the All-Star week. I don't think we're going to have an All-Star race this year, though. I think they're going to get rid of it. I just don't think there's any way, because it's you can win money from it, but it's not a points paying race. If they're going to cancel a race, they're going to cancel that one first. When are the Lakers going to retire Josh McRoberts' number? Freaking ludicrous, an abomination. No, when are they going to retire JaVale McGee's number? He's not even retired, but I think that he should have his number retired before he retires, because JaVale McGee is the GOAT of Shacked and a Fool. I need to go back and watch those. That's some funny, that is some funny content right there. Go look up JaVale McGee, Shacked and a Fool after this live stream, and you will have a good laugh. It's not Corona, I promise. Yay, congrats, man. Thank you, Garrett. Thank you. It's always fun having discussions with you about NASCAR and stuff. It's a good time. We have fun talking about NASCAR and stuff. There hasn't been a ton to talk about recently that's been good news. We won't discuss that anymore. I don't want to discuss that anymore, but hopefully we get some good news in the coming week about the future of the schedule. Hopefully Miami does actually get rescheduled in the next month, and hopefully we can return at Charlotte. But after that, man, it's going to ramp up. We're going to have Monday, Wednesday races, which is what they are rumored. Like we'd have Sunday, Coke 600, Wednesday, Atlanta, Sunday, Sonoma, Wednesday, Michigan, Sunday, Texas, Wednesday, whatever. And that's the thing about rescheduling some of these races, like Texas and Miami. You're not going to be able to run a day race in the summer. Texas is going to be hot as hell, quite literally. And the same with Miami, and you're going to have humidity there too. So those are going to have to be night races. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Saturday night. It could be a Sunday night. It could be a Wednesday night, whatever they may be. But some of these places you cannot have a day race at, because it's going to have problems. Even if you don't have fans, drivers and crews are going to get – it's going to be brutal for them in 100-degree weather with 100% humidity. It's going to be terrible for them. So I think that some of these races are going to have to be night races. I think we're going to see a lot more than normal. I don't know if the Martinsville night race is still going to be a night race. I don't know. But Texas, Miami are just a couple examples of races that cannot be night races. They are, unless the weather happens to be nice that week and you get a cold front to where it's maybe 70s or 80s at best, night race. Or else it's going to be torture for those drivers and crews. Ooh. Who do you think will win the Richmond race tomorrow? Timmy Hill is an excellent pick. And in fact, if you go to the NASCAR Finish Line app, which is what I have right here, NASCAR Finish Line app, I think I picked Timmy Hill. Let's see here. I did. Timmy Hill winning, second place, Garrett Smithley. Timmy has gotten a top 3 in every single race. He is a good iRacer. I genuinely think that he will win. Willie B. William Byron is another solid pick. Byron, Timmy, Garrett Smithley, I'll throw him in there. If Dale Jr. makes the race, I'd throw him in there. I think that's a good time because they're good iRacers. In Ohio, we can get a $600 fine from going out, not counting getting groceries, going to family, and walking. So you're telling me he can't? Oh, my. Dude, I'm telling you, walks are the only thing that are keeping me sane. Like, me and my parents will go on a walk every once in a while, just kind of walk around the neighborhood, just get out of the house. It's fun. You know, the weather's actually here has actually been very cooperative here in Texas. It's been like 60, 70 degree weather, no rain. It's been nice. So our walks have been really fun. Dude, getting trapped in one place for a long time, it sucks. I think Caruso's number will be retired for. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. At first, the Caruso meme was really funny, but they have killed it. They being the people on Twitter and the people on the internet, it has gotten to a point where it's absurd. Like, please stop with the Caruso memes, please. I can't. I'm about to snap. Like, and the thing is that people actually believe that Caruso is the greatest player of all time. Is he a good player? Yes, he's in the NBA. It's pretty hard to get into the NBA. He is a good basketball player. But is he actually the GOAT? No. So to the people who actually think he is, please stop. Okay, and then to finish off your comment, Wolf Fiasco, I think Caruso's number will be retired first, then JaVale, then Lance Stephenson. Lance Stephenson, I miss him. He's a funny guy. He blew in LeBron's ears. Then he taunted someone. I can't remember who, but he's a funny guy. I like him. I hope the Coke 600 will be, but Coke 600 could be our first race back, depending on North Carolina's governor. I don't keep up with other states' governors, really. If it pops up in my news feed, I'll read it. I'll try not to get to the opinion stuff because, don't go to political Twitter. It's the stupidest thing. Anyways, if it's news, straight up news, facts, give me it. I'll read it. I'll inform other people who I think it affects that I know. Other than that, all right. I got an iRacing rig for Xbox and computers. It's so fun, 100% recommended. Yeah, I've heard that iRacing is really fun. My problem is that A, I don't know how expensive it is, so I don't know if I should get it. And B, I think I get kicked out for wrecking people. I think that, like, legit, if you've watched me play a video game that's racing, I move people. Like, if you're in my way for more than one lap, I move you. And I'm not talking about a bump. I will wreck you if I have to. And I think that is why I would never do good in iRacing and I would get suspended. Like, I just wreck people. And then if I get mad, I'd keep wrecking you. So I think I would not be good at iRacing. And if I win, I'd be pretty dang happy. But I do burnouts and like pit road and stuff. I'm cruel. Do you think if LeBron wins a championship for LA within the next 2 years, they will retire his number? Remember, he didn't play in like 30 games last year and he hasn't opted out after. That is actually a very good question. Because last year, when they just had LeBron, before they had Davis, when they had Lonzo, Ingram, and Hart still on the team, they were doing pretty good. Like, they had home court at one point with LeBron. LeBron gets hurt, and they just go, and that kind of showed how much they needed LeBron. And then this year, they got Davis, and we all know how they're doing. They're the best team in the West, and they're a championship favorite. And Davis is definitely a big help to that. But if he wins the championship, I think he will be loved by LA. But will they retire his number? It depends on how he does it. Like, if him and Davis are both dropping 25 a night, LeBron's dropping triple doubles maybe every week. But if LeBron, like, let's say Anthony Davis gets hurt, and LeBron goes off dropping 50 points a game, 20 rebounds a game, and 15 assists a game, something like that, and he wins a championship against Giannis in the Bucks, yes, they will retire his number if he makes a hell of a run. But if he just has him and Davis just keep on going 25, 20 a night, and it's a team effort, then I don't think they'll retire LeBron's, but they got to work on signing Davis. Davis's contract is up this year, I believe. I've been going fishing in my neighborhood, so I've been okay. But I miss getting out and seeing, but I do too. Like usually when I come back home from college and stuff, it's really good to see your friends. You want to go catch up. You want to go to a restaurant. You want to sit down, eat your food, and talk. You can't do that anymore. The only way it's possible is going to a fast food restaurant, going through the drive-thru, sitting in a parking lot, talking to each other through your cars or moving cars or something. And I've not done that yet. And it's like, is it even worth it? It's like, I love my friends and all, but it's like, I want to see them and stuff, but do we really want to just sit in cars? It's like, it's more fun to actually sit in the restaurant. It's 50 degrees and we're pulling out shorts and swimming. That'd be nice. Been in the 70s here. Yeah. 70, like the perfect temperature is between like 55 and 75. Anywhere in that range, if there's not a ton of wind, there's not a ton of rain, that is good weather. That is the best weather out there. And it's sunny. So like when you're in the shade, it's a bit chilly, but once you get in the sun, it's not like scorching, it's not burning. Some good weather. Am I doing this? I did not listen to his order until early April. Yeah, I think that at this point, it's like if we want to get back to normalcy, we're just gonna have to listen. Even if you don't like, if you are one of those people who's saying, "Oh, it's not a big deal. It's not gonna affect me, and if it does, I'll be fine." Look, here's the thing. It's gonna get to someone else, but then again, like, okay, just listen because the more you don't listen, the more it affects everyone else and it hurts everyone else. And it's just a bad time. So just listen to your officials, your local and government officials. All right. Just don't go into your local Walmart coughing on people. Literally, someone straight up got arrested for making a video on what's it called? Instagram. I think it was an Instagram. They made a video basically saying they will give people the coronavirus if they want it. And that person got arrested for a terroristic threat. Like, whoa, that's kind of intense there. But yeah, just don't do anything stupid, basically. Don't be stupid. Just wash your hands and be healthy and safe. Okay? There you go. There's my advice for the day. There's my philosophical, intellectual advice. It's $90 for one with the steering wheel, pedal, and shifter with no huge rig, triple monitor, and seats. Yeah, I'm not getting Denny Hamlin's $100,000 rig or whatever he got. I got a $15 Whataburger gift card that I can give Denny for his. If Denny Hamlin, if you were one of the 6 people watching this, I got a Whataburger gift card with your name on it right here for that rig. Okay. Let's see. Caruso is statistically one of the top perimeter defenders in each grade, finishing at the basket. 4 times perimeter offense. He could legit. He's actually done solid. Like he's gotten some better minutes, so good for him. 80 degrees, 90% humidity. That sounds terrible. I hope you didn't go outside that day because that just sounds terrible. Yes, I did see that. The NBA is cutting down the salary 25%, which for LeBron takes his contract. I did this math the other day because me and my dad were talking about it. It takes LeBron from $38.5 million a year to like $29.29 million a year. Ooh, no. Because I don't think he has enough money right now. So big hit for him to lose that $9 million that he does definitely need. But yeah, it could be interesting to see how they do the contracts and stuff. Free agency, like, are they just going to do free agency in between this year and next year? Or are they going to postpone next next year? Are they going to cancel this year? Are they going to shorten this year? There are so many questions. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to be weird. Yeah, I'm not a big fisher, but 4 bass, is that good? If so, great job. If not, darn, you'll get them next time. I've never been, not a big fisher, hunter, outdoorsy guy. Like, I'll go outdoors and stuff. I'm not big into the camping, that kind of stuff. Oh, they start next season on Christmas. There's going to be a lot of hype, first of all, if it starts on Christmas. And 2, wow. Apparently, I saw somewhere they want to finish by Labor Day. If they are true to their word and they finish by Labor Day, I think that is a very possible possibility. Possible possibility. I don't know. Yeah, I seen that Florida and what was the state next to Georgia? Florida and Georgia have reopened their beaches. Fact. Google. Let's see what Google says. Google Florida man. Florida beaches reopen. Florida governor allows beaches to reopen. Yep. There we go. And then Georgia beaches. Yeah, they just reopened it. So some of the beaches are opening back up. Yeah. So if you're in Florida and Georgia, you are free to go back to the beach. So have fun. Stay healthy, stay safe. Don't go touching strangers or hugging strangers. They may have the coronas. I saw somewhere that you can get demonetized. I mean, I don't get monetized anyways. We still need a few more subscribers for that. But I saw somewhere that said you can get demonetized for saying coronavirus or COVID-19 in your video. Like, they have a restricted word section. Like, there's some things that I understand that you say you get demonetized, but this is kind of news, and there's a lot of people who talk about it. You got school teachers, you got business workers, sports coverers like myself, movie peoples. Who else? Vloggers, if that happens to be about them. There's a lot of people that could talk about this, and if you get demonetized for saying coronavirus, it's a little crazy in my opinion. But that's my opinion. YouTube, if they're watching this, hello YouTube. Thanks for giving us the platform, but sometimes you guys make some pretty not great rules. Do you think Giannis stays with the Bucks after next season? Well, they paid Chris Middleton a good chunk of money. If they can afford him, they can I think they can give him the most money. So that's what he has going for him. Milwaukee. I've never been to Milwaukee, so I can't tell you what the city's like. I'm assuming the fans love them, but there's a lot of nice cities out there. It's not really great right now, but New York, Knicks fans will say they're going to get him. The Nets can't afford him with KD and Kyrie on maxes. Anywhere like LA, well, LA can't afford him if they're going to keep, like, if LeBron leaves, then maybe LA. Miami, if they got a spot available. That's a nice destination area. He won't go to Oklahoma City. Dallas is a nice city, but do they have? I think they got the money for it. Houston, Westbrook, Harden, and Giannis will not work monetarily or on the court because apparently Giannis and Harden have beef. I don't believe it, but they would not. Could you just imagine? Westbrook and Harden already have a tough enough time, but Giannis on that team, that just would not work. But yeah, I think he stays. I think he might do like a 3 or 4 year deal. Maybe like what LeBron did with LA. And if he really isn't sure on staying, then maybe he'll do a 2-year deal with the second year being an option. That's what I thought Durant was going to do in Oklahoma City. I thought that he was going to do a 2 opt-out second year and then leave after that if they didn't win the title after that. But he didn't. But he should have. But I'm not him. It's his life decisions. It's his choices. So, Kevin, if you're one of the 7 people watching this, you do what you want. It's your life. I love you. If the Bucks win the finals, he stays. Didn't answer that part. I can't wait for another Florida man answer. There's a Twitter page. Literally, Florida man stories only. When I first found it, there were some of the, I scrolled through the whole thing. Funniest headlines ever, and they're real. Like, Florida man. They're so absurd, I can't even make it up. Like, I'd have to look it up. Look it up yourself. Florida man on Twitter. I will pull up the link real quick and post it in the chat. I am on Twitter as well. If you don't follow me and you want updates on videos and news, at Nikolai P. Culp. But yeah, you should go check out Florida Man. Copy. Oh, I just saw the mugshot of one guy, and he had some wide eyes there. He was like, There you go. And then if you want to follow me on the Twitters, it's at. There you go. You want video updates? I always post on Twitter about within 5 minutes of when the video gets posted. That's where I post it, right there. It's right there. All right, back up to this. Honestly, the beach here is so quiet. Literally nobody's ever on the beach. That's actually kind of nice. Over spring break, we went to the beach. And the beach we went to was nice because sand. I'm not Anakin Skywalker. I like sand. I know that apparently that's a great flirting line, talking about how you don't like sand. It worked on Padme, but I like sand. Sand, like smooth, soft sand, feels good on my feet when it's nice and warm. And then the beach we went to happened to be pretty darn empty in space, so you could throw the football around. It was a fun time. Live in North Carolina. I don't know what North Carolina is doing. I could Google that for you. Surf City to reopen beaches. I don't know if that's you. I don't even know if that's North Carolina. But it says some public beaches are reopening, but not all of them. So there you go. Do you ever have a problem with your friends who like sports hating on NASCAR? Like the thing I'm fine with is, they only turn left because, it's kind of true. Like if you get offended by it and you're a NASCAR fan, like get offended by it, but come on. It's kind of true. They only go to 3 road courses a year where they turn right. And they really do just go fast turn left. But there's a lot more to it once you actually get into the sport and you start learning. So I try to explain that to them, and if they don't say anything, I just kind of, I laugh at it for a minute and then we move on. It's not that big of a deal. The thing I don't like is the stereotypes. I really don't want to get back into this because we talked about it the other day. Because you go to the track. You know what? We're not going to get into this. I'm not going to get back into this. But basically, okay. I'm sorry. But I just really don't want to get back into that Larson thing. Larson was stupid, and he reinforced the stereotype, which I don't like because there are so many people in NASCAR that are not that. People always, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. It's going to be quick, I promise. People are always like, no, whatever. I'm not going to do it. I refuse. Okay, hold on. Let's just imagine, forget what Larson did for a minute. If Larson was to leave CGR after the 2020 season, where do you think he would go? If he was not stupid, I think that he would have gone to no. My original theory is that he was going to go to the 48 car, Chastain to the 42. But because I've heard that you see rumors that Rick Hendrick does not want to have to go through this in 20 or so years or whatever, because remember, This all started in 2015. 2015, Gordon retired. 2017, Earnhardt retired and Kane left. And then this year, Johnson's leaving. In 5 years, he lost all 4 of his drivers at once. And he also lost Martin in 2011. So he has had to deal with all of this, replacing two all-time greats, a Hall of Famer, and a guy who's won almost 20 Cup races with young, talented drivers. I think that he is going to take his time to find a veteran to get in this 48 car. I think Brad Keselowski is a really good option for him because he's been in Hendrick equipment before. He knows Rick Hendrick. They have a little bit of a, they don't like each other. They've had their problems, but I think they get over it. I think that could be a possibility. I don't see Boyer. I don't see Almirola. I think Keselowski's the best veteran option. I think they do a veteran, but if so, I think Larson, if he was not able to stay at Ganassi, he would go to SHR, which is what the next comment says. But he was stupid, and he's not going to, so darn. Once police arrested a man eating pasta aggressively outside an Olive Garden. Welcome to 2020. That sounds like a Florida man story. Okay, so it is in North Carolina. That's good. The majority of NASCAR fans are not racist. Can I highlight comments in here? Because that is true. All right. There are genuinely good people in NASCAR. Like, there are some pretty crazy fans, but that does not mean that they are racist. They may be from the South. They may be redneck or whatnot. That doesn't mean they're racist. If you want some genuine good people in NASCAR who care about the world and everyone on it, you look up Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Rick Hendrick. Who else? Oh man, there's so many people. Look at Bob Puckers. There's just a lot of genuinely good people. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is a good person. Like, all these guys, like, you think they're race car drivers and stuff, or they're just reporters or whatnot. Like Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt Jr. all have foundations. Like, they all help people outside of the sport. They help kids in need. They help people in need. I mean, there are genuinely good people in NASCAR that will help anyone. So, yeah, there's my point. Some pitcher challenged Larson to a boxing match. Yes, I saw that, and we're done with Larson. No more Larson talk. I don't want to talk about Larson unless it's about him getting a new ride. I don't want to talk about this incident anymore. So it's not, I'm not getting mad at you. I'm just tired of talking about it, thinking about Larson. He was stupid. He was an idiot. And yeah, we're done there. I think Brad goes HMS. I think that's a very valuable option for him. But yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. When the rumors came around, I was thinking about making a video about it, but it's a rumor, and I don't want to make videos about rumors. I will do sometimes rumors, but it has to be like wide talked about. Like, I want Bob Pockers talking about the rumor, that kind of stuff. So, like, if you go through my videos, you'll see breaking news videos. I just am not a fan of rumors. Because you've seen a lot of incidents in the past where it's like it's been a news report, but there have been rumors after it that are just completely false. And it's like big news networks to do it, and I don't want to do that. Like, you're a major news network who people rely on for news. You should not be jumping the gun and assuming stuff. You better wait till you get the facts. Just because you're the first one to report it doesn't mean that you're the greatest people on earth, the greatest reporting station on earth. You make sure you get the facts before you get stuff. Yeah, I think Boyer, he's either going to get booted or retire, and I think he will go to the Fox Sports booth. So Alex Butler and Garrett Irwin, I agree with you. I think that he's going to get forced to retire, kind of. Like, they're going to say, hey, look, you're not going to return here, so your best option is going to be retire, and I know Fox wants you, so go there. Truex and Sherry have a foundation, and they bring toys to kids with cancer and terminally ill kids. Yeah, I know that, or I saw that. That's another example. Truex is a good guy. He's a genuinely good guy. His girlfriend Sherry Pollock, she's had health issues in the past. What was it? I think she had cancer, ovarian cancer, and they've been big on like helping people in need who have had the same situation, or kids who have terminal illnesses, who are sick, and they care about people. They want to take care of people. They don't want people to suffer. So that's another example of some genuinely good people. Let's see here. What time is it? It's 5:00. All right. Wow, this stream is just blown by. Oh, my laptop. Gonna plug this in. We'll go for a few more minutes here. And then, like, if you look at stuff that people do outside, they got businesses. Like Jeff Gordon has, what's it called? A car dealership. That's what it's called. Kyle Busch is another good guy. Yeah, he gets a lot of crap for being a crybaby, which I disagree with. He does say some stupid stuff sometimes. Like, he is a bit of a sort of loser at times, but he really is a good guy. Like, he's got his own energy drink. He's got a family. He's a good guy. Yeah. That's a classic quote from Brad Keselowski. Oh, yeah. The Clone Wars was trending on Twitter last night. It's a big win. Big win. Dude, last night's episode was pretty freaking good. Let me tell you. Do you ever go to dirt tracks? No, there's a dirt track at Texas Motor Speedway, but I've never been. I would enjoy that. I would enjoy going to a dirt race, though, so I might have to get into that, go to a race. And then also Eldora. They get the trucks there. That would be another fun race to go to. That's on my list. Trucks at Eldora would just be a grand old time. I've met Kyle Busch, and he absolutely loves his fans. All the other JG drivers left after the autograph session was over. Kyle stayed there and signed after the thing. Yeah, I've heard, like, you hear some stories that, like, Kyle Busch just, like, yells at fans and stuff. It's like, the one example I heard was kind of the fan kind of asked for it. Apparently, Kyle Busch had signed like 3 or 4 of these guys' things already, and the guy comes up to him with like 10 diecast cars, and Kyle signs one of them after he signed 4 or 5 things. And the dude said, "I spent $3,000 on all these cars. Are you not going to sign them all?" And Kyle's like, "I've already signed your stuff, so can you please get out of my way?" And the guy got all mad. It's like, dude, it's like, what are you doing? You spent $3,000 for. He's probably going to turn. I don't want to assume things, but he's probably just going to turn around and sell those things on eBay. So, yeah. You've been to Eldora. I bet it's a grand time. I've heard it's a grand time. So please confirm if it is a grand time. He said at least 2 extra hours. Woof. I heard that Blaney, after his Talladega win, I should have stayed at the infield, man. That would have been cool. But apparently all the people standing around Victory Lane, which you can get there through the garage access, with the garage pass or whatever, Apparently he stayed like after the race, after his victory lane stuff, and he like just went and talked to fans and signed stuff. I've heard that Ryan Blaney is like one of the most genuine drivers. Like he will legit just go and talk to people and just hang out. I heard a story that last year during the infield party at Talladega or something, that Blaney, Bubba, and I think it was Chase Elliott, maybe it was someone else, but they legit just went to the infield, talked and signed stuff, and they were just, they were just casual. They were just in their shorts and t-shirt, and they just went and talked to fans, and like apparently they were just kind of chilling. It's not like they were having a whole racing session or whatnot. They were just sitting down, drinking some ice cold Coca-Cola and talking about life. So yeah, I've heard some good stories about Blaney and Bubba with the fans. I've heard that there's some genuinely good guys who just love being with the fans and talking to fans and stuff. There's a go-kart track at Texas Motor Speedway. They need to open that up, and I need to get there. If it's open to the public, I'm going to have a grand time there. I'm going to go probably wreck someone. Like, I'm going to try to win that thing. Like, I'm going to have fun if that thing opens up. The little front stretch races at Charlotte Motor Speedway are super fun. It's called the Bojangles Summer Shootout. So I'm assuming it's during the summer. That does sound kind of fun. You know what? They need to make a real-life wreck fest. Like, the drivers would probably get hurt, so they'd have to make a ton of safety precautions. Like, you need to give them the police suits when the dogs, they practice, like, with the dogs and stuff, those big, thick suits with another, like, fire suit under that, and then some more padding under the fire suit, like the biggest helmet ever, padding all around the car, the best seatbelts on earth, and they need to make a real-life wreck fest. If you have not watched wreck fest videos on YouTube, you need to go watch that. You will have so much fun. It is the funniest thing ever. There's apparently a tractor level. I watched Wind Valley 820, and he did this tractor level. People are like, they fly out of the tractors and stuff. It's a video game. They flip out of the tractors. The tractors go over each other. It's a complete joke, and it's hilarious. Like, you can do anything in this game. You can go off the track. You can go into the infield at tracks. They have like a Bristol or something where you can flip over the wall into the campers. It's hilarious. So you need to go watch some Wreckfest video on YouTube. I personally enjoy Wind Valley 820. I think he's hilarious, but there's other people out there, I'm sure, who have done it, and it's a funny game to watch. All right. Yeah, I saw the Blaney jumping into the float thing, but all right, just one more question, like literally one more, and then we will call it a day. All right. If there's no more questions, we're going to wrap this up. So once again, I had a lot of fun today. I've had a lot of fun with videos like yesterday's with Clone Wars and stuff, just talking, just kind of chilling and relaxing. It's been a fun time. And over the past week, we've gained a lot of subscribers, a lot of viewers. So yeah, thank you to everyone who watched my videos. If you're watching this now and you're not subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button. It would help me out a ton. And if you already have subscribed, this was for you. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for tuning into this live stream. If you did, just thank you. 600 subs. We are now on the hunt for 700 subs. And just days after that, we are already 13% there. We are at 613 subs. If you think people would like my channel, whether it be NASCAR, sports, even Star Wars now, we're getting more Star Wars content now. We gained some subscribers there, so we might talk about Star Wars some more than usual now that we have time to do it. But yeah, we're just coming up with new video ideas or whatnot. But I've had a ton of fun. I had a lot of fun at this stream. We talked about a lot of different topics, NBA, Star Wars, NASCAR, dirt, beaches, Florida man. We had a ton of fun during this stream. Do a live stream 6:15. Those are fun. I'm trying to do weekly streams now. We might do these every Saturday, various times, but after 12 o'clock, before 6 o'clock is the goal for live streams. But once again, okay, no, I don't want that. There we go. Thank you for 600 subs. I genuinely mean it. I'm genuinely, all 613 of you, I love you. You guys mean a lot to me. Keep sharing the channel. Keep showing it to people who you think would enjoy the channel. We're trying to get this thing up and up and up. We are continuing to climb since we've been climbing. So thank you. Means a lot. I'll see you guys later.